morning, hello, and welcome back to your favorite content on the internet, the 2-hour live stream that you get every single Monday and Friday morning.
Still on the
here.
defensive in the pre-market. Dow Jones futures down 430 points at 49,730. S&P futures down around 90 points at...
I'm going to mute him real quick. Here with Trading Stocks, I'm someone who's been day trading the stock market now for over 10 years. I also have my degree in computer science. So I decided to code my own real-time stock scanner. I spend $66,000 a year on the data for this scanner so that it can update actually live and in real time rather than 15-second delayed data like you get with most other stock scanners. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll turn back on whoever that was. That wasn't Charlie. I don't know if maybe Charlie has the day off or something. Charlie gets a long weekend, but that was whoever Benzinga Squawks like a backup guy was. That's who was talking. Apparently the indexes are down hard. Market's down pretty hard this morning. Okay, good to know, I guess. We got a couple of stocks moving already. We're coming up to, of course, the bottom of the hour here, but we do have EDBL, Echo Delta Bravo Lima, and we have AUUD, Alpha Uniform Delta. Both already making some pretty nice moves here in pre-market, even before we get to the bottom of the hour. Once again, hey, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, that's great. You're still going to get all the same value that you would if you were here live. You just obviously won't be able to interact with me live, or you're not looking at the real charts moving. So make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure that bell icon is pressed next to the subscription button. That way you get notified when I go live in the future, which once again is every single Monday morning and Friday morning, 1 hour before market open. Speaking of, I need to quickly, I see you guys in the chat. Good morning, everybody. I will get to you in just a second. I told the Discord people that I would let them know when I go live, so let me not forget to do that, because I definitely would very easily forget to do that. If you guys are just joining, if you could hit the like button for me, I would really appreciate that. I am live on YouTube now. Come click and join. Let's get to 400 viewers. Would love to pass 400 viewers today. I think our peak is like 350, something like that. Let's see if we can get to 400 today, huh? You guys hitting the like button would really help that out a lot. All right, 20 seconds until the bottom of the hour. Let's go ahead and sort our news by this. I want to filter too, but I won't, just for the live stream so that we can see everything that hits. Geezer, good morning. Santo, good morning. Ravage, Poop, what kind of name? Hello. Ravage, Ken, Jeff, hello. Good morning. Craig, 731, good morning, everybody. All right, 8:30, bottom of the hour. Let's see. Obviously, eyes are down here in the bottom left. See if any news comes in. And we are obviously also listening here to Charlie Benzinga Squawk. Okay, we got a bunch of news coming in. BOT, HTCR, MENS, CITR. You see how right at the bottom of the hour, right at when news gets announced, boom, you are made aware of it on the scanner. You can click in and you can see what the news is. You can also filter by what you would like to filter by.
Empire Manufacturing Index for May, 19.6 versus 7.3.
There's Charlie.
Expected.
Guess Charlie's not off today. He was just a bathroom break, maybe. I'm looking at a $, AI, or defense news. BOT is one of those.
S&P
okay,
futures,
they got a $, but
right now falling again here, 74.32, just off the lows, down 93.
Markets are down again. Fly high. Good morning, Zarin. Hello, Sunny. Hello. What would you filter to? Yeah, this is normally what I do. Sometimes I'll throw in phase too, just because biotech news is hot. These are like kind of the types of news articles that I'm looking for right now. Include a $, meaning like
Taiwan's Prime Minister said the U.S. government has reiterated its opposition to any attempt to force or coerce a change to the status quo.
What is that? The U.S. siding with China against Taiwan? That was weird. Anyway, I'm going to mute him real quick. What I look for, $. Once again, that just sort of means that there's real material news, right? Like the company is actually announcing something to do with money. The market seems to be rewarding that. By the way, JZXN, Juliet Zulu X-ray November, pushing up. AI, obvious reasons. Defense, obvious reasons. And then phase, you kind of capture all the important biotech news too, which is always hot. So Rick, hello, good morning. Gene,
SLE.
hello, good morning. I just saw that you liked my Instagram reel this morning, Gene. Thank you very much. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram already, go ahead and do so. I literally just posted a reel this morning about Nvidia. Guys, go give me a follow. I've been posting on Instagram daily for a little while now, and I plan on continuing to do so. Mark, hello, good morning. You made some change on JZXN. Congratulations. Yeah, you were immediately alerted on this thing. I mean, even lower, 141, I see. Yeah, alerted on JZXN at 141 at 829.09. That is this candle here. You get alerted, and then boom, pushes up to 160 plus. Very nice. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Who's excited for the weekend? Weekends are all right. They're a little sad. The markets are closed, but it's good to take some time off. Good to take some days off. It's also good days to work too, right? Weekends are when you should be. Weekends are when you. Charlie, I'm trying to talk. Weekends are when you should be diving into the time machine, going back over the moves from the previous week, going back over how the price action has played out, what news articles have been hot, analyzing like hot current buzzwords and news. I would argue that weekends are really when the money is made. Weekends are when the work is put in to actually make you money in the coming week. Happy new Lambo Friday. What's up, Lightning? How you doing? Good morning. 125 viewers already. Hello,
Taiwan's foreign
everybody.
minister said any unilateral political declarations by China or attempts to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, thank you, Ken. Whoops. Hey, sorry, Benzinga. I forgot. Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot, Ken. You're right. I'm not supposed to be playing Squawk on these live streams. I forgot. Thank you, Ken. He hasn't really said anything important yet anyway. Just talking about some stuff with the politics going on in China. My bad. Yeah, thank you, Ravage. Yeah, you said it too. I see that. Thank you. Got some AUUD right away, making some change. Very nice. Congratulations, my friend. I hope there's nothing in the contract or violation. I don't think they're that strict. I think it's okay. I don't think they're going to like come at me for having Squawk on for 2 seconds. They'll be all right. SLE, yeah, pushed up a little bit. Did this get? No. I was going to say, this wasn't 8 o'clock news. 7:30 news on SLE, so a stock that started moving earlier just got interesting. It just got its new highest volume of the day an hour after news came out. Sure. It's earnings news too. Advancing transition from corporate restructuring to operational execution. That sounds like hell. Anybody that works for this company, that sounds like hell. You guys are transitioning from corporate restructuring to operational execution. Every employee hates working at this company right now. News been reacting later for some reason. Interesting. Yeah, it is. It's interesting. Ah la la la. What's the safest step-by-step way to start trading without blowing my account? Follow rules to a T. I think as long as you have rules and you are following them exactly as you're supposed to follow them, you won't blow your account. Now, never say never. Of course, you still could blow your account, but you're going to be much safer. I think if nothing else, the randomness of the market will help keep you largely break even, right? That's kind of like the traditional journey, the traditional path for a profitable day trader. Spend a couple years losing money because you don't follow your rules. Maybe you don't even have real rigid defined rules yet. You either then give up or you decide, oh shit, maybe I should get some rules. So you get some rules and you start following them, and then that makes you largely break even for a few more years because you have rules and you're following them now better, but you still don't know what rules actually work, right? And then slowly over time, you start to learn that and you start to make money. Cuss counter 1. Marketing hype. What's up, Don? Good morning. 140 viewers. If you guys could hit the like button for me, I'd appreciate that. I ask a lot at the beginning of the stream because it matters the most at the beginning of the stream, right? Getting the hype for the stream matters the most at the beginning. I did, Geezer. I did. I was hoping that yesterday was going to be hotter. Since 2 days ago, TDIC went up like a couple thousand%, or maybe not a couple thousand. Yeah, like 1,000, 1,300%. Since TDIC did this on Wednesday, I was hoping that it was going to wake up the market more for tomorrow. Not necessarily that I thought TDIC was going to continue, but just that since one stock did this, that other stocks would wake up. It sort of didn't. I mean, yesterday still wasn't a great day. JZXN, you still got alerted here at 157. Look at that alert. Look at that alert. 157, 837.30, you got alerted on JZXN. It just pushed up over 175. It's a nice 20-cent move for you there. 10% move in like 30 seconds. That just happened there. And look, it's already now sold back off. If you were using delayed data, if you were using a scanner that's using 10, 15-second delayed data, you would have never been able to access that move because it happened so fast, right? That's how trading these low float names is. That's why having a real-time stock scanner is so important. So that you aren't the exit liquidity for these breakouts, so that you can actually see the moves fast enough to take advantage of them. Yeah, because I mean, listen, everybody using a delayed scanner saw it and maybe tried to buy it above 170 and just got owned, right? You guys, as you just saw, got to see it right away as soon as it happened at 157 to take advantage of the front side of the move.
SOXS.
Very nice. Webull said no to JZXN. I'm hearing a lot of reports that Webull is not letting you all trade a lot of stocks. SOXS hitting the scanner. Wow, that means that semiconductors are getting crushed. SOXS is the leveraged short ETF for semiconductors. Can I use Webull charts with your scanner instead of Thinkorswim? Yeah, of course. You can use whatever trading platform you want. This is not a Thinkorswim thing. This is just a website. I just, I lay it out like this so it looks nice for the live stream. But yeah, my scanner has nothing to do with Thinkorswim. It's a website. As long as you have the internet, you can use my scanner, and there's nothing you need to download onto your machine. So that's not, in any way sketchy or anything like that either. Just go to the website, sign up, click the button, have the scanner right away. There you go. It's because you're filtered, Shane. You have filters turned on.
SLE.
If you're not seeing JZXN, it's because you have, I don't know, maybe your price is kicked up to $2 or something, or your float is kicked up or something like that. The scanner is, once again, it's a website. It is hosted on a virtual machine. It will never be different for people unless your filters are setting it to be different. You'll always see the same thing as everybody else. Barring your internet connection speed, of course. Internet connection speed obviously matters too. So move somewhere with you shouldn't be trying to trade on shoddy internet anyway. It's very, very risky. SLE pushing now. Once again, you got alerted on this at 642. Again, alerted at 642 at 840.25. That was the front side of the move. That was like as soon as it broke this high for a 7% move. SLE. Once again, another one. If you were using real-time stock data, which our scanner provides, updates 4 times a second. It updates every 250 milliseconds. You were able to get in on the front side of this move. If you were using some other scanner that's using 10, 15 second delayed data, like every other one in my price range does, you wouldn't have seen it until up here and you would have gotten crushed. There's back-to-back examples of why my scanner is so powerful versus others. Those quick scalpy type moves. It's not even like so much. I mean, obviously the most important part is so that you can get in fast enough, but it's also so that like you're not, if you're getting alerted 10 seconds too late, you become the exit liquidity. You've seen that in back-to-back moves, right? Every other stock scanner, I mean, I can't speak because this will go on the internet forever and someone may upload a new one, but almost every other stock scanner in the price range that I offer mine at $45 a month, once again, they're using free stock data, which means that they're using 10 to 15 second delayed data, which means that on both of those moves, you were buying up here and getting owned, right? You would have just gotten owned on both of the last moves. DSL internet. Which strategy is the green candle one? A lot of my strategies buy green candles, but you're probably talking about the RSI rate of change strategy. That's the one that I've been looking at the most recently. It's the one I'm looking at right now. The DTS RSI rate of change. Oh, I need to change this to 8. Must have turned it off and on and reset that. A little bit more aggressive. Do we buy SLE at 630 now? Only if your strategies say to, Bench. Right? I have no idea what the stock's going to do. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do. What I will tell you to do is to trade your strategies according to the rules that you have proven to be profitable over time. If you don't have a strategy that's proven profitable to buys at 630, then no, you shouldn't be buying at 630. And if you're having to ask, that means that you don't. Another beauty of having built out objectively defined strategies like this is you always know that you're doing the right thing or that you're doing the wrong thing. You know when you're right and you know when you're wrong. You know when you follow the strategy or you don't. I paid for the annual but can't get into the Discord. Just let me know your Discord name, Mangler. I can assign you the roles. If you're in the Discord but can't see, I'll do it for you. Good morning, Trey. What's up, Tech Trader? Hello. Good morning, Tech Trader. The tech stocks are getting hammered this morning. I know Nvidia is. I assume they all are. Google is. AMD is. Amazon is. Netflix is not. Netflix is green, but it's been getting hammered. Microsoft is green. Interesting. A couple of them are doing all right, but most of them are doing very bad. I think the markets are on a bit of a downturn this morning. Finally. The market's been doing nothing but going up for the last month and a half. It could probably use a little downturn. Let's be honest with one another right now, right? Probably needs a break. What is HCWB? I haven't even looked at this stock yet. B Mangler, I got you. I will go look now. Doom, 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 doom. Server settings, members, B Mangle. I can't type. B Man. Sure, this has to be you, right? Roles, lifetime, go. Okay. You should now have access to the whole Discord, Mangler. Good morning. What's up, David? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Howdy, howdy. 200 viewers already. Good morning, everybody. 8:45. Let's see if we can get to 400 viewers today. Never hit 400. That would be it's a nice little target for us. 8:30 came and went. Obviously, we got live a little bit before 8:30. I'm trying to do that now so that we can actually see the bottom of the hour news. We got some news, but none of it got any kind of reaction worth worrying about. Oh, JZXN news is at 8:15. That makes okay. That makes sense. I guess that's why JZXN was moving. I don't know why I didn't even go look at the news. I just kind of assumed that this was a continuation play because JZXN has been a name that's been bouncing a lot the last 5 days. So I sort of just assumed that's what it was, but no, it actually has some of its own news this morning. David, hello. Zico, good morning. I have to reset my password every day for scanner entry. That's weird. I don't know why you'd have to do that. Are you sure you're typing it right? It doesn't make any sense. It's not something that should have to be done. Yeah, Ravage. I still have that in the rules page.
GEMI.
You went to JMU? Dope. My wife went to JMU. I spent a lot of weekends at JMU from the years of 2012 to 2015. Almost every weekend I was at JMU. Getting the hell out of VMI as much as I could. I just signed up. Fingers crossed I'm a millionaire by next Friday. Thank you for signing up. I see that you did that. I don't think the scanner is going to make you a millionaire by next Friday, but it can't hurt. Thanks for signing up, my friend. Appreciate that. Question for your setting. Do your signal, dude, am I having a stroke? Do your signals set at open, close, or auto, and why? You mean like when do the orders buy and sell? At the close of the candle. So on EDBL back here, it would have bought the close of this candle and it would have sold the close of this candle. The prints on Thinkorswim, like the strategy doesn't print until the open of the next candle, just because it has to wait for the exact conditions to be true, and then the code runs at the close of the candle, so you see the print there. But you'll notice that the tick, like this tick here, represents the actual price, and it's at the price of the close of the previous candle. Unless he already has $900,999. Graduated in 08. Old man, bro. I'm joking. What was I in 08? I guess, was I a freshman in high school in 08? If I graduated high school in 2011, I guess so, right? Damn, long time ago. Can't kids, what is it? What is it? Kids born in 2005 can buy alcohol now? What the hell is up with that, bro? 2005? What? Oh no. I bought your monthly as a test. After 2 days, I figured my style. I used it as a dip buyer, tinkered with settings, and made $11,000 yesterday. What the hell? You made $11,000 yesterday, 40, with help from my scanner? Congrats, bro. Please, anyone thinking about signing up for the scanner, don't think you're going to sign up and make $11,000 tomorrow. That's, results may vary, but that's still a dope positive real case review there, 40. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Sometimes the most recent high audio is not clearly announcing the stock. This most recent high audio just uses the text to speech feature of whatever browser you're using. If you don't like how it sounds, you just have to use a different browser. I guess, I could build my own text-to-speech so that it's native to the website, but it's a lot of unnecessary complexity when browsers already have the functionality that I can just tap into. Graduated in 87. You're 32. I am 33. Haven't you heard? They don't drink like we did. Kids, yeah. I feel bad. I feel bad for kids, honestly. I feel bad for kids that went through like middle school and elementary school with social media. Doesn't that just sound like that sounds awful? like just the prospect of growing up with social media. You just don't. I mean, they don't hang out with each other in real life as much as we did. They have to worry. One of the biggest things is everything they do, they have to worry about being shared on the internet. Like, you know how much dumb shit did we used to do? But like, not a care in the world that like anyone else would ever see it other than the friends that we were doing dumb shit with. You know what I mean? Now everything and everybody is recording and sharing and. I made a ton of money yesterday too, Trey. What'd you guys trade? What'd you guys trade yesterday? I don't remember seeing anything crazy yesterday. Oh, there was that stock that halted a bunch. Like MNTX or is that what it was? It was something like that. MX something. Oh, YOOV was hot too. I saw that one too. Yeah, YOOV made a big turnaround. MOBX, that's the stock I was looking at yesterday morning. What did this end up doing? Oh, I mean, okay, never mind. It halted once, but then kind of really didn't do much. Poet, I was watching Poet out of open yesterday as well. Poet just a little bit less volatile, but I mean, still shit. I think this is like a 20% move. Okay, it's a 9% move, but a little bit less volatile. ONDS I was watching out of open yesterday. Okay, nice. This one kept running. That's like normally what I do. I like watch stocks for the first hour or whatever of the day, then I just kind of log off, and most days I don't even look back at what happened until I go back. Like, that's why every weekend I use my time machine to go back and look at the moves for the week so that I can like study what happened last week, study the price action, study the news. BIYA just hit the scanner at 122. No news. Penny stock, no news, but 5 to 20 on your watch at open this morning. You like to watch stocks that moved yesterday, Eric? Yeah, that's a pretty common watch list style. Yeah. Have your annual plan. Can price filter affect moving now section as well? It does. So the filters affect the moving now, just not past alerts, right? Like if I have it set to 2350, any stock that would hit the scanner that's trading less than 2350 now won't hit the scanner. So the filters do impact the moving now. They just don't, they don't change the alerts that are already posted like it does for like the top 20 gainers and the news and stuff. Ability to filter columns in moving now. No. That wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't make any sense to be able to filter because you want to see the whole point of this scanner is to see what stock is moving now, right?
LESL.
If you are filtering by if you're sorting by like volume, and I don't really know what the point of that would be. I'm also not like, I don't store like every stock that hits the moving now, I'm not storing all day, right? I think I store 20, if I'm remembering how my code is written. I think like after a certain amount, I'm removing the stock from the storage just so performance isn't impacted. SPRY, nah, nothing here. I would like to have volume filters. I like the idea of volume filters. The only reason I haven't added volume filters is because volume, like price action updates 4 times a second, but volume does not. My volume, like from my data source, it updates once every like 15 to 20 seconds, which like doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for our scanner, but it would matter
SURG.
if I put a volume
SURG.
filter on, right? Like if you had a volume, like only show me stocks that have traded 1 million shares on the day. If a stock ripped, even if it hit 1 million shares, you might not see it for like a few seconds because of just the way volume is updated in my data. Is there any way you could prioritize 2 filters at the same time? I mean, probably. I did build into the search news that if you're sorted by time, or really if you're sorted by anything, but time is the one that matters because time is the one that will be the same, that it is automatically secondary sorted by gain. So that when you are obviously, if you're looking at news, like at the top of the hour here in 3 minutes at 9 o'clock, when a handful of news comes out, you'll see all of them at once, and then you will see which news is having the largest impact at the top immediately.
SLE.
Yeah, Trey. Yep. If I'm taking the trade, right? I'm not taking every trade that you see my strategies take on the charts. There is some, like, I think profitable system trading requires a level of subjectivity too, right? If system trading was literally just system trading, then people would just like build an AI or build something that auto trades and then be a millionaire. I think there's some level of subjectivity that's required to determine which trades you want to take. So like, I'm not taking all these trades. A lot of that, well, I'll tell you, almost all of that has to do with the small cap gauge, how hot is the overall market, and the news on the company. Do I like the news that the stock has reported? Or does the stock even have news, right? Really, I mean, I'll just tell you, I guess. What I'm targeting right now is I'm targeting stocks with news that aligns with like what I'm looking for. Dollar sign, AI, phase, defense. Like I'm looking for these trades. And I'm looking to trade these stocks as soon as the news comes out, right? Like when JZN announces news that aligns with the keywords that I'm looking for right now at 8:15, that's the trade I'm looking to take. And honestly, that's kind of it, right? The strategy takes obviously a lot more trades. Like the strategy will get in. And that's fine. And like, and that's up to you. It's the subjectivity comes in with your desired trading outcome, your risk tolerance, your account size, your personal income, how many dogs you have. There's a billion different reasons for why you would want to trade differently than me. And that's fine. You should. You probably should trade differently than me, right? You probably don't have my exact account size and my exact income and my exact risk management and my exact psychology. And you know what I mean? Like, like you shouldn't trade exactly like I trade, but that's how I trade. I like that, subjective versus discretionary. Yeah, I think your trading rules should be very objective. I think you should have exact reasons for why you get in and why you get out. Then there's like a thin layer of subjectivity on top of that for deciding which trades to take, right? Once again, based around everything I just said. Because if it were true that you could be a profitable trader, like literally just with a trading system, first off, someone would just build that trading system and then they would sell it to you for $1 million and you would happily mortgage and take out every loan you could take to buy it. Because if there was a system out there that just literally was guaranteed to make you money, doesn't exist. But if there was, obviously you would do whatever you could to buy that. You would use it and you would make money, right? Unfortunately, that's not how trading works. The markets are ever evolving, and you need to be wary of that and be adjusting your trading strategies according to that, which is where the subjectivity comes in. Consult the dog before taking bigger positions. What's your dog count? We have one dog. We just got a puppy not too long ago. A few weeks ago, we got a puppy. She's a pain in the ass, but she's cute. like every other puppy. Ready for that PDT rule change to kick in next month? June 8th. June 8th is the date for Charles Schwab. ELPW. I mean, sure. Red on the day, light volume, no news. Not something I'm interested in at all, but a shout out to the scanner for putting you on it anyway. I mean, you got alerted at 148 here. What up, Bez? Good morning. The point of sort would be to focus on highest percentage change, highest volume. I don't care about when it moved. Well, then you would use the top 20 gainers today, right? Like if you want to see the top gainers or the smallest volume or the smallest float or whatever, then that's what this is for. You don't need it also in this. Like that would just be redundant. This is the point of this scanner is different than the point of this scanner, but that's why they both exist, so that you can use them both for their respective reasons, right? Sup Trey, what's up? Dashing, how you doing, my brother? Good morning. Can we edit time zones? Oh, that's interesting. So the clock in the top left, by the way, we got no news. We got no news at 9 o'clock, by the way. The clock at the top left will match whatever the time is on your machine. That's what this time is. I did that so that it would obviously auto adjust to your time frame or whatever. But I don't think these times will do that. Like, I think these times will always be Eastern. Should I make it so that you can adjust that? I don't know. I could. Or I could like make these times align with this time, probably. It kind of sounds like a pain in the ass. The thing about times in the stock market is that Eastern Standard is market time. Like Eastern time is market time. It just is what it is. Right? It's just sort of something that like you have to get used to if you don't live in Eastern time. There is an agreed upon time for market time, and it is Eastern time because you're trading the New York Stock Exchange, right? How do you copy and paste? Click, and then Control V. Well, I just Control V the same ticker. Paste is Control V. Click, Control V, enter. Click, Control V, enter. It should be New York. I used to write financial software and time zones were a bitch. Yeah. I mean, I would lean very heavily towards not adjusting the time zones. You know, I get that it can be annoying. Like if you live in Central Time, I get it, but it just is what it is. And in the world of finance, the finance time is Eastern time. There has to be some agreed on time zone, and that's what they landed on, obviously, because New York. Would you guys judge me if I drank a Mountain Dew at 9 o'clock? I'm thirsty and I forgot to bring my water in out of my car. All I have in my fridge is Diet Mountain Dew and Monster. I guess we can get the market open Monster here in 20 minutes. Maybe I can wait for that.
HCWB.
Central Time, the best time. We invented time. I would say that Central Time probably is the best time. Like, as it pertains to, like, entertainment, especially. Bro, I know I'm getting old because, like, if like one of my teams, like say the Redskins next year, or sorry, the Commanders next year are playing Sunday Night Football, I will bitch and moan that I have to stay up till like midnight to watch a football game. That's how I know I'm old now. I think Central is a great time for entertainment. Are you at home or do you have another office? I have a personal, like a private office. I used to do everything from home, but then we had a second kid and she took over my home office. So I got kicked out. Monster, let's go. I already finished a pot of coffee. Yeah, I always tried to like be a 1 coffee a day guy, and I was for a while, but I'm starting to get to the point where I drink a lot of caffeine now. I usually have my coffee on the way to my office, and then once I get in, I usually walk to the coffee shop and get another one. I didn't do that this morning because I was busy making my short form clip today for my Instagram. And then I have like a couple sodas and a Monster. Like, I'm pretty heavy caffeinated now. Another proof that I'm getting old. Mountain Time is pretty great. Colorado resident. Colorado is dope when you want snow. Like when you want to go surfing, what the hell? When you want to go snowboarding, Colorado is dope. But then like the other 48 weeks a year when you don't want snow and it's still freaking snowing. We went to Colorado. We went to Breckenridge. Is that the one we went to? Yeah, we went to Breckenridge for my 31st. The night we got in, it snowed 14 inches, which was dope because obviously we were there to snowboard. It was so sick. Also, Breckenridge is just awesome. It's just such a cool, like, ski town. Like, the whole town is a ski town. It was just so cool. We had a lot of fun. Too much sugar? I drink zero. I don't drink anything with sugar in it. My soda's diet. My Monster is sugar-free. And before you say fake sugar is bad for you, it's not. Well, I mean, first off, it probably is, just like everything else is, but it's not as bad as the reports make it sound. It's better for you than real sugar, put it that way. What happens to trading after AI? Nothing. They've been using AI in trading since the 60s. AI is far from new. AI is very, very far from new. It's just customer facing now, right? Like people have had, like institutions, big banks, rich people have had AI for decades and decades and decades. It's just grown to the point now where we all of a sudden have it. But it's not going to change trading. If anything, more volume will come in, more volatility will come in. Let me put it to you this way. If, say I'm wrong, which I very well could be. I don't have a crystal ball. Maybe I am wrong. But say I'm wrong and AI does change trading and all of a sudden all moves become like predictable because AI is all, like what would happen is that AI would target specific setups so that those setups, like when they come, would always happen. Wouldn't that make trading actually way more profitable for you? Like if you knew, hey, all the AI in the world is going to buy if a stock is up at least 40% on the day and dips to VWAP. Well, then you would just do that too, right? It would just more better confirm setups for you too, you know? Why AI doesn't work in trading is the same reason, kind of like what I just explained. It's the same reason why extremely profitable trading strategies don't last forever. It's because if there is, and it happens, right? It happens that an institution will build a trading system that is like amazing. Like it has a 75% win rate and a 3-to-1 risk reward trading strategy, and they implement that into the market. The issue is people find out about it. It's impossible to keep anything a secret. People find out about it, and then it becomes a race condition, right? Say the strategy was, this is a dog shit strategy. Don't trade like this. I'm just making it up. But say the strategy was, if a stock is up 40% at least on the day and it dips to VWAP, we buy. Well, then what would happen? Someone would go, oh, okay, that's how they're trading. That's their trading system. So I'm going to buy a little bit before it gets to VWAP. I'm going to beat them into their position because I know that they're going to then step in and bounce it. So they would do that. And then someone would see that. They would buy a little earlier. Buy a little earlier, buy a little earlier. All of a sudden, the stocks aren't getting to VWAP anymore because people are racing each other into the position. All of a sudden, the strategy isn't profitable anymore. You know what I mean? Sort of. I don't know if I explained that well, but yeah, that's what ends up happening with like extremely profitable trading systems too. And it's why like there's not one extremely profitable trading system that has always or will always work. $65 with 1 foot on the grave and 1 on the banana field. 65 is not that old nowadays. I mean, listen, you're not young. But you still probably got 30 years. Come on. That's a long time, bro. You could still live very easily. You could still live for as long as I have been alive for my whole life. That's kind of crazy, you know? I've been alive forever. In my head, I've been alive forever, right? My whole life. You could still be alive for that long. Morning, everyone. What's up, Carries? It takes 100x for it to do anything to you? Yeah. Yes. Like what you're talking about? We're going back to the fake sugar conversation. You get all these like tests of like, oh my God, look, fake sugar killed a rat. It's like, yeah, they injected 8 fucking pounds of aspartame into a rat and it died. Like they're very biased studies on fake sugar. I'm using AI to trade. Yeah, listen, AI is it's just like software, right? It's just like my code. Code in general and software in general is very good for like assisting in trading, but it doesn't work in just like you would think that you would just be able to like apply machine learning to the stock market and it would figure it out and make you money. It's never worked, and it's never worked for both of the main like conversations we've been happening today. One about the race conditions of other people beating it, and 2 about market conditions ever evolving, right? Machine learning, AI, and computers in general are very factual. They are very, very, very good at, and really only good at, learning patterns. The stock market doesn't move in repeatable patterns over and over and over again for years at a time. It may for like weeks at a time, but then everything changes. Right? All of a sudden, the stock market is moving in a completely different way. That's why computers probably never will just be able to come in and just be auto-applied to the market and make money. The cuss counter, bro. You trade trades off for your strategies? Yeah. We talked about this a little bit earlier, like him. You might have joined after, but definitely. I am not trading 90% of the trades you see my strategy take. I'm not trading. And I say this a lot, and I will preface it that I know this makes me sound like a douche, but I don't need to be hyper aggressive in my day trading anymore, right? Like I've reached an account size. I've reached a point in my life where my personal income is high enough that I don't have to like take on extreme risk. So now like I say all that to mean that like I only trade A+++ setups, right? Like I'm only, once again, you see how I have my news sorted here, $AI phase defense. I'm looking for buzzwords in news, and I'm looking to trade stocks within a couple of minutes of them announcing news that aligns with this buzzword. Like when JZXN announced news this morning and it had, what did it have? It had AI in it. I would have been interested in buying this stock for the first couple of minutes. And after that, I wouldn't trade it anymore. Just don't have to. I'm a big believer in like trading being a means to an end, right? Like I don't think you should continue trading the same way you do with a small account as you do with a large account. That's why people do these like small account challenges. Like you see Ross Cameron doing these small account challenges and stuff. It's because you literally do trade differently with a small account. And unfortunately, that's why it's easier to make money with a large account, because with a large account, you just don't have to take on the same risks. You don't. In that case, is it bad that I aspire to be like a douche? I don't think having a lot of money makes you a douche, but I think talking about having a lot of money makes you a douche. I think that's the point I'm getting at. Inconceivable. What should I buy right now? Kels, if I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be live streaming to you guys. I'd probably be working at, I don't know, for the government or something, making trillions of dollars. If I knew what stock was going to go up right now. I want to be hyper aggressive trading. I mean, it's fun. You're not wrong that it's fun, but there's also the concept of you need to make sure you're not trading just because it's fun, right? You get yourself in a lot of trouble taking trades because it's fun to be in trades. That's how I could be very empathetic to that because that's how I was very much when I first started trading. Very much I would like be in my office with the stock market open and I would just like be chasing that rush that I would get of being in a trade. So I would just take random shit trades because trading was more like entertainment to me than it was actually trying to make money. And I think a lot of beginner traders are stuck in that. A lot of beginner traders are stuck in this loop. Like you've convinced yourself it's about wanting to make money, right? Like you don't tell yourself it's just for fun. You tell yourself you want to be rich or whatever, but then you trade in a way that is you just trying to have fun. Or another one that gets a lot of people in a lot of trouble is just wanting to be right. A lot of people trade and they just want to be right. That's why they get in a position and then they exit their winners way too early. Because you get to sell and you get to feel right and that makes you feel good. But it's not about being right. What's the best quote? What's the best quote in day trading history? It's not about how often you're right, it's about how much money you make, right? Who cares, man? Like you don't have to be right or wrong in this trade. You'd have to make money over time. That's the point. That's trading, which means you have to get what you're supposed to get out of your winners. You have to follow your strategies to a T. Yes, that's my favorite day trading book I've ever read. Not that I've read a lot of them, but that's my favorite one, like him. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. He's also got, there is also a great webinar from Mark Douglas on YouTube. It's like 5 hours long. You all should watch it this weekend. Mark Douglas, I think it's called Think Like a Professional Trader. This playlist. No. I mean, I think this is the same thing. There's a playlist that has 4 videos in it. This one. This playlist. This Mark Douglas stock trading psychology seminar. If you haven't seen this and you want to be a profitable trader, you need to watch this. It's long. It's like 4 or 5 hours, but I would call it required viewing. I would call it required viewing for beginner traders. People seem to be buying into SLE. SLE does have news. Oh, it's earnings. Yeah. I never really love earnings. I like to trade earnings on big stocks. I will trade earnings on like Nvidia, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla. Like I actually have an earnings strategy. It's published on my website. But I only apply it to those stocks. I think the big stocks with like a lot of hype around their earnings are the ones that actually get big follow through on their earnings, right? Like these, like small, like no, like what the hell is SLE? No one's ever heard of this company. They reported earnings like, whatever. It sort of just ends up being this sort of chop fest, kind of like what you're seeing is happening with SLE here. $295 viewers. Let's get to 300 at least before market open. It doesn't look like we're going to get to 400 today, but that's okay. You can't expect to set a new high count on your stream every single live stream, can you? If you guys could like the video, that would obviously helps it a ton. Appreciate you. Huge point. Yeah, I feel that exact same conversation is how I feel about trading IPOs as well. I will trade IPOs. I used to trade them a lot more, once again, when I needed to take on more risk, because IPOs are very volatile. They're very risky. But what I would do is I would only trade the IPOs, like the very, very hype IPOs, like very big, when a very big company, a very hyped up company goes public. I'm trying to think, like Snowflake. Snowflake was a huge one a couple years ago. When they went public, was all over it. Wasn't it? Okay, they were in 2020. Wow, that was that. Snowflake went public 6 years ago? Oh, jeez. How is Cerebrus doing today? So what is that? Speaking of hype IPOs, I know that like Cerebrus went public yesterday and everybody and their mother was talking about it. I don't know what the company that is. I don't know what that company is. Can you show that Mark Douglas video again? Yeah. You just go look up Mark Douglas stock trading psychology seminar. If you see this blue background, a few people have made playlist on it, stealing his content, of course, but this speech with the blue background, this is the one you're looking for. It's a chip maker? Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. Makes sense why everybody's so interested in it then. You guys remember the SPAC days? What was it? Was it like 2021? Or was it even before that? When like all these companies were going public via shell companies? DraftKings was one. And there was a few others too. I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain to remember. But like these companies went public not via IPO, but via shell company. That was like a really, really hot thing. There was like, who was it? The Chamath guy, Chamath, I don't know how to say his name, but he was launching all these SPAC companies and they were all flying like hundreds of percents. It was like IPO A, IPO B, IPO C, IPO D, I think were the names of his SPAC companies, and they were all just absolutely soaring. Oh, the good old days. Most of you won't remember that. There's 300 people in here. Most of you wouldn't have been trading that long ago. That was a really fun time because that was one of those times where a trend was so obvious. Like Chamath would announce that he's launching a new SPAC. You would just go buy it and you would make like 10% a day. It was nuts. It's very, very rare that the market is like that, but there are times when the market is like that. Just something is happening that everybody and their mother is buying. I mean, the recent one has been obviously AI, but specifically AI memory, right? SanDisk, Micron, both of these companies, everybody and their mother has been buying AI memory. Like just go buy the AI memory stock and freaking make money. You know what I mean? That's been the most recent trend. I'm not saying that trend is still true. I'm not telling you to go buy those stocks, but that has been the most recent, like obvious, okay, just go do that. Posted by Modern Wall Street. Yeah, he's the poster, he or she. Yeah, that's him, Ken. Yeah. He's like real hated now in the retail trading space because he's like, since then he has tried to launch a bunch more special acquisition companies and like they've almost all failed. They've almost all gotten crushed really hard because what happens to trends in the market? Trends come with counter trends. Special acquisition companies were hot as fish oil, and then all of a sudden hot as fish grease is the saying, not fish oil, Trey. Hot as fish grease. And so what happens? When they're not, they're really not. Like they've all been crashing really, really hard now. I learned how to trade watching The Boiler Room. I'm sure a lot of people are inspired to get into day trading, especially by like The Wolf of Wall Street, but other movies too, like Margin Call, Boiler Room, Trading Places. There's a lot of good trading movies. The Big Short. The Big Short's my favorite one. It goes The Big Short, Margin Call, Wolf of Wall Street. Those are the big three. I feel like I remember liking Boiler Room. I've only seen it once. That's a movie I would need to rewatch again. Never in my life have I heard that saying. Hot as fish grease? Maybe it's a Southern thing. Dumb Money was fun too, yeah. Limitless? Isn't that the movie where the guy bends bullets? What's that movie? All right, 2.5 minutes, chat. I know we're sitting here kind of bullshitting, but what else are you supposed to do when not really a lot's going on? Markets are about to open though. We'll get locked in here, and I'll really start talking about stocks that are moving. We'll really be paying attention to the scanner. We'll really be flipping through everything, and I'll be calling out what I see moving on heavy volume for you. With Margot in the movie. Hey, Margot Robbie is naked in both Wolf of Wall Street and The Big Short. She's in a tub in The Big Short, but still. Margot Robbie's a big trading movie broad. Whoa. 5 people have signed up to the scanner since I went live. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. I'll give a quick shout out. 2 minutes here before market open. If you didn't know, if you haven't already heard, this is my real-time stock scanner. I've been trading the stock market for over 10 years. I have a degree in computer science. I was tired of using shitty scanners with delayed data, so I spent $66,000 to access real-time stock data, and I built my own. That's why my stock scanner actually gives you alerts immediately, as you've hopefully noticed this morning, and you'll continue to notice out of open. As you can see, YMAT, you were alerted at 170, at 928. It's already trading at 230, right? And I priced it to be very competitive with the other stock scanners that are delayed. I do not believe you will find a scanner as fast as mine that comes with all the features mine has. The news, the squawk, the replay, the search news, the audio callouts, the filters, the small cap gauge. You're not going to find another scanner like mine anywhere near as good as mine for the price I sell mine at. And if you're interested in seeing the price I sell mine at, my website is called daytradingstrategies.net. Click the green button. You get access to all of these goodies for only $400 a year. Or obviously, if you want to go with the monthly plan, $45 a month. All right. Ad read done. Back to the live stream. But yeah, five people have signed up to the scanner this morning. Appreciate you. That is 9 total new customers today. Oh, wow. It's not even market open, and 9 people have signed up for the scanner today. That's crazy. All right, let me get my market open monster. Is my desktop audio turned on? Yes. 5 seconds. Ready? My eyes will be here. Oh, man. Whenever I do that, monster like goes all over my keyboard. Crap. That's gross. All right. My eyes are here. I'm looking for heavy volume stocks to hit the moving now. RXT, not bad. Romeo X-Ray Tango. All right, we'll lock in here now, chat. No more random chatting. I got you. ONDS, yes. ONDS, very nice. Oscar November Delta Sierra. Poet, Papa Oscar Echo Tango. DGXX Delta Golf X-Ray X-Ray. SLNH Sierra Lima November Hotel. CREG Charlie Romeo Echo Golf. A stock is halted already. No volume. Not one to worry about. If you guys didn't know, I have added a volatility halt scanner to my scanner as well. Something else you now get access to. FRMI, Foxtrot Romeo Mike India. All these other stocks I've already read out. A lot of stocks with heavy volume getting moves. I think I've already read them all out. DGXX continues to hit. SIDU, Sierra India Delta Uniform. IONZ, India Oscar November Zulu.
BEZ. IONZ.
AIIO, Alpha India India Oscar.
CRCD.
300 viewers, thank you
BEZ.
everybody.
IONZ. BEZ.
India Oscar November Zulu. Another stock halted. YMAT halted down. Okay. Not too worried about a stock that's halted down. CREG again. Charlie Romeo Echo Golf.
CRCD.
Charlie Romeo Echo Golf. IONZ continuing. This is the one I have my eye on. India, Oscar, November, Zulu. I want to say this one had a very, very small float. I think that's why I'm watching it.
CRCD. BEZ.
Where is it on our list? Yeah. 3 million share float IONZ. That's why I decided to watch this one. BEZ, Bravo Echo Zulu.
HCWB.
HCWB, Hotel Charlie Whiskey Bravo.
CRCD.
This is our top gainer.
HCWB.
This is your top gainer on the morning. This is your number one gainer on the day, and pushing to highs now. Hotel Charlie Whiskey Bravo. LNZA halted up, but on very, very light volume, so not really one I'm worried about. HCWB maybe locking. I think it is. Yeah, HCWB is locking.
IONZ.
Locking. Halted. Nice. Congratulations, anyone that got in that. Once again, you were alerted live and in real time, right when it broke like 118 here. You were alerted on the scanner. HCWB now locked into an up halt. Yeah, Mark, just let me know your Discord name, and I'll get you set up. AUUD, Alpha Uniform Delta. HCWB should be hitting the Halt scanner here in just a second. Leveraged ETFs are not acting like low float. They imitate big float stocks. Huh? There's HCWB. Oh man, the direction is wrong. I gotta work on that. It doesn't really matter too much though. As long as you know the stock is halted, you can go and look at it. For some reason, like the halt price is wrong. It says it's halted at 111, which would mean it would be halted down, but it's not halted at 111. It's halted at 129. SLE also halted? Okay, that one is correct. You see, it's weird because this one is right. Like this one is halted down at 596. It's like just sometimes it must get like a wrong print going into the halt or something. I need to look into that. I just added this Halt scanner like 2 days ago to the scanner, so. Charlie Romeo Echo Golf continuing is one we've been talking about all morning. LESL I just saw. Lima Echo Sierra Lima. IONZ, the very small float stock I was talking about, now over 4. India Oscar November Zulu. Maybe it'll open at 111. No, that's not what that represents. Because during the halt, the open price is always changing. The bids and the asks are still moving during the halt. Like orders are still being placed during the halt. They just don't go through. Nothing's being filled. There's not Ravage. I don't have access to quote level data, so I can't do that, unfortunately. That would require access to like the index data itself,
STD,
which is, I spend $66,000 a year on this data. Like I spend a lot of money on this data. It would be like something close to 10 times that to access literal quote level data that like the brokerages use.
GDXD.
Never say never, right? But the scanner would have to keep growing at a pretty good clip for us to get to that point. Maybe it will.
CRCD.
Maybe it will.
BIY.
IONZ is a leveraged ETF for IONQ. Wait. Huh? Are you sure about that? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait. It's an inverse ETF, isn't it? You mean to say it's an inverse ETF? I got you. I see what the other comment meant now then. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize IONZ was a leveraged ETF. I got you. It's an inverse leveraged ETF of IONQ. HUBC, very heavy volume. Although, never mind. I mean, yes, it has heavy volume, but this is high frequency trading algorithms. HOA, probably the same thing. Yeah. When you see that, when you see these very heavy volume penny stocks that like aren't really moving much, it's HFTAs trading rapidly back and forth to one another, making money on the spread. Right? It's not real traders, and it's not a real trading opportunity. Yep, I got you, Mark. I just set you up. You should be able to see everything now. Lunar, Lima Uniform November Romeo. EIYA. A little bit. Oh, SNAL. This was a yesterday mover. This was yesterday's like top gainer, wasn't it? At one point, or it was up there on the list. So this is a secondary move. Be careful of secondary moves. I personally don't like secondary moves, but it is moving. SNAL. HCWB should be reopening. Oh, in 5 seconds. HCWB about to reopen. Hotel Charlie Whiskey Bravo. Open now. No gap up. Okay. So we talked about the Halt strategy in yesterday's video. I wouldn't be buying this dip because it didn't gap up, right? The first rule of the Halt strategy is that the stock must gap up out of its Halt, and then I buy the dip. This one didn't do that, so it would just be no trade for me. Although it would have worked. Listen, sometimes it still works. That would have been a really nice dip to buy, actually. Congratulations if you did still buy the dip. It just wouldn't have met my strategy. Which is fine. Who cares, right? Don't complain about stocks. Don't complain about stocks that go without you. It's not worth your time worrying about. In fact, you'll get yourself in a lot of trouble worrying about them because
ZSL.
Because
PIII.
So like if you didn't buy this dip because it didn't meet your rules, like I was explaining in real time, and then it ripped, what a lot of beginner traders do is they go, oh crap, I should have bought that. Oh my God, okay, I just got to buy it now at 132 before it takes off without me. So okay, I'm in at 132. And then you end up getting just slacked. You get stopped out at like 117, right? Follow your rules. If your rules tell you not to get into a stock and the stock flies, move on. Right? Go look for another trade. Right? Don't then go chase that stock, break your rules, get owned. Every beginner trader watching this has done exactly what I just described. I can be empathetic to that. I used to do it all the time when I was a beginner trader. That's why I know that you do it. It's a very, very important skill in trading to be able to not care about a stock going up without you. Not let it affect your decision making. Yeah, I got you, Mark. Lunar is a SpaceX play. When is SpaceX going public? Remember that conversation we had about I only play hype IPOs? I'll be playing the shit out of SpaceX. I actually want to try to become an accredited investor. I think accredited is the right word. Like I have enough money in my account that Robinhood will let me apply. So I think I'm going to try to apply through Robinhood and then see if they will let me
GRDX.
What am I trying to say? Buy SpaceX pre-IPO. Though I kind of doubt it. I think even if you are an accredited investor, there's very much levels to it, right? Like if they make me an accredited investor, I will be able to buy some stocks pre-IPO. But I would assume that it's like shitty stocks that no one really cares about. I would assume you have to have tens of millions of dollars to be on the list to play SpaceX before it goes public. I don't know though. I'll look into it.
HCWB.
Yeah, Slade, yeah. Oh, is it net worth? Is it not like how much money is in the brokerage? Whatever it is. I looked up the number and I was above the number, so I know that I can apply. But like I said, I still HCWB bouncing again. Nice. Back to highs, HCWB. When you see your buy or sell, is that when you execute? Yes, Trey, except that I know they're coming, right? Like you see this label up here on the top. This is showing me the difference in the RSI on the current candle versus previous. When this is larger than whatever you have your settings set to here, so when it's larger than 8 for me, this will both turn green, and you get another label that tells you how many shares to buy according to whatever you have your position size set to. So like I'm not sitting around like waiting, okay, there's a buy, and then I hop into my active trader and I go buy. Like I know it's coming, right? It's like I know it's coming at the close of the candle. So I'm buying right at the close of the candle. Does that make sense? I'm putting in my order at the same time, yes, but I'm not literally waiting to see the print and then going to place my order. That would be too slow. Same with the stop loss, which is why I'm a big believer in having very, very simple orders, because my stop loss for this strategy is candle to close below the low of previous candle. So if that is going to be true, like I can tell, hey, that's going to be true, then I'm selling right into the close rather than like waiting and waiting and waiting. You have accredited investor status. Oh, do you, Slade? Am I correct in my assumption that that there's levels to the like kinds of IPOs you're allowed to buy before they go public? Like, do you think you're going to get to play SpaceX before it goes public? Because that's where the money's made. Pre-IPO trading is where the money's made. Like, what was the stock yesterday? Cerebras, right? They like went public at, I don't remember the exact number. I'm going to make it up. They like went public at $150 a share. But then by the time it actually IPO'd, it was like already trading over $300 a share. Like by the time you and I get to buy these stocks, pre-IPO traders have already made a shitload of money on it. Like these stocks trade before we're allowed to buy them too.
GDXD
185. Oh, that was the IPO price. Yeah.
ZSL GDXD.
A net worth exceeding $1 million to be an accredited investor. Yeah. QUCY continuing up here, about to go green on the day, testing green on the day. What happened to this thing? Guess it just sold off in after hours yesterday. Verified for real estate investments. Oh, I got you. Yeah, listen, if you're an accredited, like I said, if you are an accredited investor, I would look into pre-IPO trading because, yeah, I don't know. I've never done it. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know if like you can literally just place trades like you do normally, or like what avenue you have to go through. But I do know that all the money is made. That's where all the move happens in IPOs, is before they IPO. Yeah, Hollis. Over 200K a year, over 1 mil net worth. Yep. I'm gonna watch a few times to fully understand that. Yeah, I'll holler next time I see a. We should be able to find one relatively easily using the scanner. Next time I see an entrance condition coming, I will say something. What is this? SATL? I feel like I didn't talk about SATL yet at all this morning. I mean, I guess it's only up 7%. I guess that's why.
IONZ.
AIIO. Hasn't this stock been on the scanner for like 2 weeks?
ZSL.
Okay. Maybe 2 weeks is a little aggressive, but
IONZ.
It's been on the scanner for like a week and a half. So pretty close, actually.
ZSL.
AUUD continuing. Oh, there it is, Trey. Look, you see? So this candle is up. You can see, hey, buy 23,000 shares at the close of this candle. Now it's gone away because it's pulling back, but you see what I mean? So like I can see in the labels before the buy condition even becomes true. Now, of course, I'm not going to buy because it didn't close up there. It has to close with that rate of change, not just trade up there.
CRCD.
My wife needs to get a second job to get us there. But babe, Trey said we need to get into SpaceX before they go public. There it goes again. Look, AUUD, big explosion this time. See, RSI diff of 12, buy 23,000 shares. Although, oh my gosh.
IONZ.
And that is why we wait till the close of the candle to play breakouts, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, that's nasty. That was gross. Never say never. It might fight back, but that was nasty. Heaviest volume bar on the day, AUUD. Wow. My brokers try to sell me IPO shares. They aren't not worth owning. Yeah, Jeff, that is true. Yeah. If pre-IPO shares are being offered to retail, it means that like the underwriters can't even find enough buyers to fill their order, which means that it's dog shit. Yeah. That's pretty much true. Yeah. SpaceX and OpenAI. Yeah, SpaceX was talking about going public. When is SpaceX going public? SpaceX filed paperwork for IPO on April 1st, starting trading in late June or early July. Dude, they're seeking a valuation of $1.5 to $2 trillion. We're not going to be able to trade it until it's trading at $5 trillion. It's going to IPO as within the top 5 largest companies in the world.
SKYQ.
That's when it's going to go public to us, should I say. Has a company ever done that before? Will this be the largest IPO ever? I'm sure it will be the largest IPO ever valuation wise, but like even relative wise, will it be the largest IPO ever? FIG, Foxtrot India Gulf. Sky Q. Oh yeah. Sierra Kilo Yankee Quebec. Although very inconsistent volume. Like this is not a volume chart that I like. I'll tell you that right now. Inconsistent volume, inconsistent light volume. That's not me saying it can't go higher, but that's me saying that I wouldn't be trading it. SIDU, Sierra India Delta Uniform. One we've been talking about all morning, trying its high here at 388, 389, whatever that is. Rum. Who stole all the rum? BIII? Oh, wow. Okay. Papa, India. Is it halted? Yes. No. Huh? It was halted. Oh, it looks like it literally just halted again. Oh, wait, yes. It is on the scanner. Just once again has the wrong price. Has the wrong direction. I need to look into that. So like, I didn't even see it because I was looking for up halts. The scanner is grabbing every halt like it's supposed to, giving you the right time, giving you the right estimate, giving you the right volume. The price and direction are just kind of off. I'll look into that, obviously. We'll figure it out. Why does my scanner not show what you have in the bottom left before stocks that are showing all has news? What was that last part of that sentence? What do you mean? You can't see this in the bottom left or what? I had mine sorted by time and filtered, so it probably looked different than yours. Yeah, if you can't see it at all, you may need to zoom out the browser. You can be like, I think on like really small monitors, you can't see this, which is probably something I should look into fixing. But for now, you may just like zoom out a little bit. Control and mouse wheel, and you can zoom in and out. I would just zoom out a couple of clicks and you should be able to see it if you can't see it. Whoa, someone just signed up for the annual plan. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Assuming you're in the live stream, enjoy the next 12 months of having real-time access to stock data like this. Congratulations. You know how cool that is? Like, I mean, I guess I feel like that too because this is my scanner. But do you know how cool that would be as a beginner trader? Like going into the weekend knowing now that you have 12 months of access to a real-time stock scanner like this to look forward to. It's a long time. It's a long time to have access to this scanner. What do you think it can do for your trading over the next 12 months, right? And I always say that Fridays are the best days to sign up to because you get all weekend to make use of the time machine feature. You can go back and look at all the moves from this week to 1, learn how the scanner works, and to 2, start studying, right? Start studying the price action of how your top gainers are moving. Start studying what news was causing stocks to move. HCWB. Can the scanner be used for swing trading? No, not really. Almost every stock that hits this scanner, like stocks that are volatile enough to be on the scanner, will have very, very bad daily charts. Look, this is your top gainer on the day, HCWB. Just an awful swing trade candidate. That's just going to be true for most like day trading opportunities. Joe Halt's 1, but there are 9 on the list. Something to check on? No, this number means this number represents the number of current halts. So there is one stock currently halted. And then obviously when you click on it, you can see all the halts from all day. How far back did the time machine go? I don't know. Let's go back to 2016 and see if it loads. I want to say it's something like 10, 15 years, something like that. I did like, if you would have asked me right when I coded it, I would have been able to answer that question, but I coded this a while ago. I don't remember how far I made it go back. It's a long time. Put it that way. Let's see if July 15th, 2016 loads in. It is definitely enough time that you will have enough studies, that you will have enough stocks that you can go back and look back on to test, optimize, and build profitable trading strategies. Let's put it that way. Load. Taking a minute. Oh. Look at this. You can see what stocks were moving in 2016. This is exactly how the scanner would have looked on July 15th, 2016.
WMB.
Why is this so useful?
AKS.
I mean, a million reasons. One of the most important reasons why, though, and like why I actually added this search news feature, is because now you can come in and you can see, like, isn't this crazy, by the way? I am pulling you news articles from July 15th, 2016. Does that not blow anybody else's mind? It blows my mind. But anyway, TGD. You can go back through and you can now study what news is causing stocks to move. That, and I'll tell you, that is everything in trading. Understanding the current like hot news, like understanding what news is causing stocks to move right now, is the number one thing you should be focused on if you are struggling in your trading. Like to check on some 80s prices. I don't think I can go back to the 80s. I built no limit. I built no limit into my scroll bar though. I built no limit into this. Yes, I would like to look at the date in January 15th of 1692, please. Maybe I should build limits into my bars there. SLE trying to curl a little bit. Sierra Lima Echo.
PIII.
Yeah, well, yeah. Can you try this for me, Evi, however you say your name? Can you go back into, well, I'm not going to be able to see it because I'm not logged in, but go back into the Discord icon on my website. A second button should pop up for you. If you click on that second button, you should see like a message from a bot. If you click yes, it should give you the roles to the Discord. Can you do that for me and let me know if it works? Because just for my own troubleshooting. If it doesn't work, don't worry. I'll manually set you your roles. But it seems like that bot may not be working perfectly for everybody. PIII continuing up out of its halt and pushing up now above 8. Papa, India. I assume those are I's. They're not L's, right? No, L's actually look like capital L's. Okay. They're capital letters, Trey, duh. Look, SLE right below it. You can go back and visit the days you blew your account. Go back and look at what went wrong, I guess. Yeah.
IONZ.
10 new customers on the day, and it's not even 10 o'clock. The scanner is growing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how many new customers this year. 1,555 new customers this year. Show you this without showing you everything. That is the total number of customers that have signed up this year. Whoa, or you can sort of tell. The scanner is
ORGN.
getting more and more popular, which is obviously dope. P3. P the third. Yeah, Mark, you need to zoom out. Your laptop screen is probably too small. You're probably on like a 14-inch laptop or something. Just zoom out on your browser. Control on your keyboard and then scroll wheel, and you can zoom in and out. You might just have to zoom out a little bit. I've tried to set it up so that it will auto adjust to fit any screen size, but like I can't get it to go. I haven't found a way yet to get it to go that small and still show everything. That's what she said. Pause. What? Mob X, nice. Nice what? No access, it still didn't work. Okay, just let me know your Discord name, Morrison. I'll give you the role manually. I need to look into why that bot is not working for everybody. It works for most people, but I do see that I get a lot of emails too that like it's not working for people too.
ORGN. IONZ. ORGN.
You see the rooms but can't access them? Interesting. Yeah, that means that the bot didn't give you the roles like it's supposed to. If you just tell me your Discord name, I'll give you the role.
ORGN.
Can you do a single sign on to the Discord forum after I sign into the DTS site? What do you mean single sign on, Soflace? Once you join the Discord, you're like
ORGN.
in the Discord. Like when you join the Discord, it adds this server you have like a server list over here. So you just go to your Discord, you click on DTS, and you're in this server for forever. Doing it on my phone if that matters. Okay, that's good to know. Maybe the automation is broken on phones or something. That's good to know. Thank you.
ORGN.
Morrison. Oh, E. What? Hold on. Let me turn off my truncate. Do you have 2 accounts? Oh no. What? Never mind. You don't have 2 accounts. Discord is weird. What the hell? I searched your name and it's showing your account and the last guy that I searched. Anyway, I gave you the role now, Morrison. You should be able to access all the channels now. All right, P the third, PIII, still trying to push up to highs here. This is obviously our hot stock. My strategy is in this from 540, by the way. You guys have seen a lot of like red trades that my strategy takes today. I like to explain this as much as I can. My strategy has about a 35% win rate. It loses more than it wins. The idea is that it is swinging for home runs, right? You really only need to catch one of these and you're gonna make money. Like it's swinging for big moves, which is why it loses so much. When you swing for home runs, you miss most pitches, but all it takes is one connection, right? Strategy in from 540, currently sitting up, you know, what is this, 55% or whatever it's sitting up? 59% it's setting up in PIII. When's the last time you made 59% in a trade? Most of you have probably never done that. Ow. Ran over my toe. It's karma. Do you stream on Twitch? Not anymore, my friend. I used to. I used to stream on Twitch every single morning. That's kind of how I got my social media game started. I was on YouTube, a squirrel trading a little bit before that, but I really took off on Twitch. I was the first person. I got really popular. Well, really popular. I would have a couple hundred viewers, but I got popular because I was the first person that started streaming pre-market. I'll give myself some credit for helping retail traders realize how awesome pre-market trading is. Like it was
ORGN
6 years ago. 6 years ago, nobody was streaming pre-market.
ORGN.
I was the only one doing it, which got me a lot of viewers because when people were looking for streams, I would be the only one live.
IONZ.
Thanks for the Mondays and Fridays. We'll be signing up soon. Look forward and get. Yes. So like not directly, but when you sign up to daytradingstrategies.net, when you sign up to my website, you also get access to my 150 plus trading codes in Thinkorswim, which obviously this strategy is one of them. So you get access to the real-time stock scanner. You get access to all my trading codes and you get access to the Discord. All for $400 a year or $45 a month.
ORGN.
It's, you know, realistically, it is insane value. Yeah.
PII.
Oh, is PIII halting?
ORGN.
Nice. Yep, there it is.
PII.
Got it right this time. 903. Okay. You see, it's weird. Like this time it got the halt correct. Last time it didn't. I don't know. It must just be like sometimes getting bad prints or something. But yeah, PIII halted, hits the halt scanner. All right. I mean, listen, very, very hot move today.
ORGN.
Very, very hot move. Once again, the strategy's still in from 540, by the way, up 68% now. I came in late. What strategy are you using? This is my RSI rate of change with the rate of change set to 8. It's defaulted to 10. I lower it to 8. I get a little bit more aggressive on my entrances. I look for the green bar doesn't have to be quite as big to get me interested in it. Can they be used with TradingView? No, not all 150 of them. I have converted like 9 codes or something to TradingView. I will tell you this is not one of them, not yet. I probably should like sit down and convert a lot more of my codes to TradingView. I just haven't done it yet. ORGN. Oscar Romeo Golf November. For some reason, I couldn't think of the phonetic for O. Pushing really hard, by the way. You just got alerted on this thing at like 197 on the scanner, and it's already trading at 233. Once again, why you need a real-time stock scanner. You were just alerted on this thing before it made a 20% move up in like a minute and a half. How do I get my floating P&L to turn green? Mine is red. Your strategy needs to make money, my friend. It's red on ORGN too, unfortunately. It bought this breakout and then got stopped out. like I said, strategy loses way more trades than it wins. This is one of those examples, and it's a shame that the stock runs hard after. But once again, what conversation did we have a couple minutes ago? You have to be able to not care what a stock does without you. Just follow your rules and understand that if you follow your rules, as long as obviously you have proven those rules to be profitable, understand that if you follow those rules, you're going to make money over time. Because you're also, ORGN was down, what, $3,000? And PII is up like $30,000. It's not about how often you're right. It's about how much money you make when you're right. Is PIII going to gap? No idea. Yeah, SoFlace. I think I've done a couple of them. This is my favorite strategy right now. Let me see if I can find. Did I make a video like literally only explaining this strategy? I think I did. Well, I know I did, but can I find it, I guess, is the next question. This one, I think. I solved the RSI. I think this video might be it. It's called, I turned the RSI into the best study for day trading. I'm pretty sure that is the video that covers in depth the RSI rate of change strategy. What time is the unhalt on PIII? Oh, AIIO also uphalted. Wow. I saw this thing selling off. I thought it was kind of done, but just pushed into an uphalt now too. Okay, interesting. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on that one as well. PIII and AIO, the two stocks currently halted. PIII, 10:09:48. Okay, that is 40 seconds. 40 seconds until the unhalt, the first check for unhalt time on this stock. Obviously, we'll let's sit here and watch this one. How are y'all doing today? Y'all having a green Friday? Golf this weekend. We are going camping this weekend. My wife likes to camp. I don't even like to camp. Oh, PIII open. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Bad streamer. Get to work. PIII is open. Didn't gap up. No gap. Just kind of, it's just kind of like how it's been moving today, right? Like it's up 120%, and it's in some sort of way you can say it's not even like explosive. It's just a very, very fast grind. Is a very hard grind up is PIII. Pushing into new highs now. Excuse me. Since finding your scanner last week, I'm green every day in my trading account. That's dope. That's dope, day trade investor. Please don't sign up to the scanner thinking it's going to make you green every day. QUCY, Quebec Uniform Charlie Yankee. You just got alerted on this thing at 311. You can see now already up over 340. Once again, why having a real-time scanner is so important. And why, I'll tell you too, real quick, why I jumped to QUCY is because I saw the 2-minute percent change was very high. The 2-minute percent change, even on the first alert, the 2-minute percent change was like 8%. Like, wow, this stock is really moving. I think it's halting. Yeah, QUCY just halted. Okay, wow. A couple of stocks getting explosive here late morning. Nice. This is why you can't just walk away after bell. The stocks can still get explosive. I like the 45-degree angle on PIII. Look, alerted at 946. 946, you would have been alerted, gotten a little push up to 985. Once again, if you were, that's 6-7%, whatever it is. But it immediately drops back down. So once again, another example, if you were using a stock scanner that was using 10, 15-second delayed data, you would have been in here and getting owned now, rather than being alerted here and, I'm not saying you should buy every alert. That's not what I'm saying, but the point of the scanner is that it is putting you on the best opportunities. It is putting your eyes in the right places. That's what the scanner is doing. SOPA, huge. SOPA, 17%, 2-minute change. Interesting. This is like a random penny stock pop on no news, so I would be careful with it, but is getting a big pop, yes. PIII starting to pull back hard. Is AIIO open yet? Not quite yet. Oh, wait, yes it is. Oh, yes it is, sorry. AIIO just reopened. Alpha India India Oscar. QUCY is now obviously the stock on the Halt scanner. This Halt scanner is a dope addition, by the way. Like if you are looking for volatility, stocks out of Unhalt, that's where you should be looking. It's like why I built this. Now you have the ability to see, hey, this stock is halted. Hey, this is when it opens. This is essentially a scheduled volatility event. I guarantee you, I'm not saying I guarantee it's going to go up, but I guarantee you that when QUCY opens at 1016, it's going to be very volatile. And volatility creates opportunity for day trading, right? This is a huge addition to the scanner. You know the cool thing about the scanner, especially like those of you that have been signed up for a couple of months will agree with me on this. Like you'll just wake up some mornings and there will be massive value additions made to the scanner. And guess what? The price for you doesn't change. Isn't that dope? Like you just woke up last week and all of a sudden you had access to a real-time volatility Halt scanner that you didn't have access to before. Excuse me. What chart are you using? This is Thinkorswim by Charles Schwab. It is the best charting software that exists for free. I very much believe that to be true. Obviously, that's an opinion, but the only limitation to Thinkorswim is that you have to have a Charles Schwab account. TradingView is nice because you don't have to open an account and it's literally just a website. But with Thinkorswim, you just have to open a Charles Schwab account. You don't have to put any money into it. It doesn't cost any money. There's no like fee. It's still completely free. You just have to go make that account. No, Devon, I'm not. I don't have access to quote level data, which is what you would need to do that. I spend $66,000 a year on the data for my scanner. I have very good data, but it's not literal quote data. It updates 4 times a second rather than literally every tick. So you are 250 milliseconds behind tick data, which in my opinion is still pretty damn good, especially considering that you get it for $400 a year. Whereas if you wanted to take that next step, if you wanted to go get literal quote data, that means you would have to go sign up for a terminal, right? Which is $25,000 a year. So it's like, do you want to spend $25,000 a year and get literal quote data? Or do you want to spend $400 a year and be delayed by 250 milliseconds? About the speed it takes to blink your eyes. Anyway, the point I was trying to get at is that a PIII now halted down. The point I was trying to get at is I spend $66,000 a year on this data. If I wanted to go access quote level data, like literal tick by tick data, it would be roughly 10 times that. It probably like $400,000 or $500,000 a year. It's very expensive. Quote level data is very expensive. I'm not saying never. I'm not saying the business won't grow to a point where the revenue can support something like that. But currently, no. Hotkeys leave something to be desired. In Thinkorswim, yeah, that is true. That is true. I don't like I don't use the hotkeys in Thinkorswim. When I used Dash Trader was the first active trader software that I used. By the way, QUCY 10-minute halted. And you see how the scanner auto updates that too, by the way? So what happens during a volatility halt is in 5 minutes, they check to see if the current price is back within halt guidelines. If it's not, they halt it for another 5 minutes. And you see how my scanner like auto updated that? So my scanner went from 1016 to 1021 is now our next check for open. Wow, nice. I said during this pop on SkyQ that I didn't like the volume. It wasn't really consistent. It's trying. It's trying to get a little consistency in its volume now. SkyQ, Sierra Kilo Yankee Quebec. I noticed the scanner updates way faster than TOS scanners. Yeah, my scanner is going to update faster than. I've never seen a scanner near the price range of mine that updates at the rate mine does, put it that way. Because guess what? Anybody can go access free stock data. Free stock data exists, but free stock data is roughly 10 to 15 second delayed. You know, you get what you pay for. And what a lot of people are doing right now, you'll probably come across a lot, like I implore you, go shopping. You'll probably come across a lot of stock scanners right now because anybody can use AI to build stock scanners, but they're not spending $66,000 a year on data like I am. You're not going to get live updating 4 times a second price action. You're not going to get Benzinga news. You're not going to get Benzinga squawk. You're not going to get the same anywhere near the functionality you get with other scanners that you get with mine. And I say this all the time. I'll say it again. That's why I spend so much money on the data for my scanner. Because I know that, listen, anybody can build a scanner. It's not even like this is a hard skill anymore with AI and everything else, but it is the data that you use in your scanner is what differentiates you from the competition, right? What browser are you running? I'm using Microsoft Edge. Don't judge me. Most recent high isn't populating. You probably have your filters turned on. You probably have filters set to something like this. What happens if you have your filters set like this? After some amount of time, it's random, and it's not random, but it depends on your refresh rate of your browser, etc. But at some point, your cache will reset, and when your cache resets, it will reset your most recent high according to your filters. So like if you're filtered down and then the cache on your browser resets, this will go empty if the stock no longer aligns with your filters. So that's probably what's happening to you, Milano. You don't really notice it as much like out of open because this is almost constantly refreshing with a new stock. But right now, while we're almost an hour into market open, things have slowed down a little bit. You'll notice it way more. What was the stock we're looking at? QUCY. Should be reopening within 1 minute. What's the halt time? 10:21:08. Oh, 10 seconds. 10 seconds QUCY reopen. Well, it's the next check for reopen. We'll see. 5 seconds. Once again, going to be volatile. I'm not saying it's going to go up, but going to be volatile. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Hello? Did y'all see that? It reopened and just like almost auto ticked into another halt. Whoa. We got a runner today. Well, to be fair, we've had a couple of runners, but wow. We got a new one. That was nuts. I don't even know if you would have had time to buy that if you wanted to. Maybe. Did anybody get filled on that? That was crazy. Opened like you got like 2 seconds and just banged into another halt. There's that volatility I was talking about out of halts. Why having a halt scanner is so important. There it is. Rehalted at 10:21.24, unopen at 10:26.24. If it's going to be it might be another 10-minute halt. We'll see. Once again, why was it a 10-minute halt? Because it gapped up 7%, right? Like they checked, hey, is it within its halt guidelines? Like, would it just go into another halt? Yes, it would. Okay, halt it again, another 5 minutes. That's usually how you know you're going to get a big gap. I'm in from 318. Congrats, Bez, so far. Good luck out of these halts. I missed it. Trying to trade while at work sucks. Yeah, I agree. Trying to trade while at work does suck. I remember those days. Thought ONDS news would drive it. Maybe later. You mean like it's news from yesterday? Most of these tickers, unfortunately, do not become multi-day runners. They're just very, very flash pan bull moves. You know what I mean? They don't very typically or very rarely at all turn into multi-day strength. It's not that it never happens, obviously. AIIO is a current example of one happening. This stock has had multi-day strength. But this is one stock out of the how many hundreds have hit the scanner over the last 5 or 6 days. This is like one of the only ones I could think of that's showing actual multi-day strength. HCWB, top gainer on the day. Hit the scanner at 130. Now trading at 135. Is this halting too? Wow. Stocks are ripping into halts now, huh? It looks like PIII is reopened out of its down halt. Yes, it is. Strategy got stopped out here at 815. So the strategy just took this from 540 to 815. Nice little 48% coup there on that one. Obviously, very obviously, that doesn't always happen. You guys have seen a lot of examples of losing trades today. But once again, all it takes with a strategy like this is one. 250 viewers. Hope you guys are having a great Friday morning. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope you guys enjoy everything I put out. I do my best to put out good content. HCWB, is this halted? Maybe just not on the scanner quite yet. There it goes. It just hit the scanner. Halt time 10:23.49. Reopen 10:28.49 on HCWB. What was the other one? Oh, that's right. QUCY. QUCY at 10:26.24. Bring lots of bug spray. Bug spray and what am I trying to say? Sunscreen. You need to have an elite level membership where I can chat with you one-on-one. That would be ridiculously expensive. Mostly because I don't have the time nor want to do it. Beer repellent? No, beer attractors, bro. Come on, it's camping. What's the only reason you go in the woods for a weekend? Taking the boat camping? No, unfortunately where we're going doesn't have like a lake. That would be nice. Do you watch live news to make decisions? I almost trade exclusively off of live news. Yes, Jerry. Almost exclusively do I trade because of what the news article is. SkyQ continuing, by the way. Sierra Kilo Yankee Quebec. This is the one we talked about 10 minutes ago. How it's, I think it was like right about here at 10:17, 10:18. I talked about how this thing is, I didn't like it earlier because the volume was light and inconsistent. But we talked about it at about 10:17 that the volume is starting to get a little bit more consistent. And look at this thing starting to ramp now. Volume consistency is very, very important. Well, volume in general is very, very important. News and volume are basically everything. Interestingly enough, SkyQ doesn't have news. Stocks don't need news to fly. I mean, TDIC went up 1,300% 2 days ago and it had no news. Also probably a big reason why the next day it literally freaking crashed all the way back down. But how do I compare to Zindu? Much faster. Well, first off, my scanner itself is much faster. His is, well, his or hers, I don't know who made it, but whatever scanner that is on a few second delay. And obviously, if you're watching, like even watching this live stream, you are dealing with a few seconds of delay. It just is what it is. I can't make the latency 0, right? So like when you're watching free scanners on YouTube, not only is the scanner itself a few second delayed, but the live stream is also a few second delayed. So you are way behind what you would be if you had access to my scanner for both of those reasons. Once again, even you guys watching this stream, you're going to be a little behind if you aren't using the real scanner because of the stream latency. Anyway, PIII halted again on the scanner again. Oh, QUCY, another 10-minute halt, by the way. QUCY did not reopen at the 5-minute again, just like it did last time. Last time it did this, it unopened and then ripped. HCWB opening in just a second, though. Let's go to that. A lot of halts to manage right now. Kind of crazy we're almost an hour into the market open and crazy having all this to manage. But okay, 20 seconds on HCWB. Are you live every day? Mondays and Fridays, not every day. Monday morning and Friday morning, I go live 1 hour before market open. And you have me until 1 hour after market open. So you got me for just a couple more minutes today. Sometimes I will stay live a little bit longer, but today I actually do have to jump off because we're going camping. I got to get home and help the wife pack. Okay, ooh, HCWB opens down. Interesting. Interesting open. Trying to fight right back up, though. Hotel Charlie Whiskey Bravo out of the halt. Once again, here's your volatility. You want to be able to find volatility in day trading? Of course you do. That's like why you day trade, to target volatility. Target when stocks come out of halts. This is like the most volatile time of the day. There it goes. You should do Wednesdays too. I mean, hey, look, let's be very transparent with one another right now. Why do I make YouTube content? Largely and mostly to advertise for my business, right? It just is what it is. You know, welcome to marketing. As I continue to find that live streaming is causing more and more people to sign up, more and more live streams may happen. You know what I mean, Ken? I used to only live stream on Mondays. For a while, I only live streamed on Mondays. I doubled it to Mondays and Fridays, you know? So I guess the point I'm trying to get at is never say never. HCWB pushing up. Thank you, Trey. Have a fun weekend. Thank you, Life. You all too. All right, y'all. I do have to go ahead and get it off. It is 10:30. We still have PIII coming out of the halt in a couple minutes and QUCY coming out of the halt in a couple of minutes as well. Obviously, if you would like to continue to follow along with these stocks and with anything else that moved today, which it seems like may be some stuff. I mean, today is like a pretty cool, like late morning popper. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stocks started moving at like 10:20, 10:15. So you want to keep up with everything else that continues moving, go sign up to access the scanner. My website is called daytradingstrategies.net. It is linked in the description just below this live stream. Or obviously just Google daytradingstrategies.net. You can go get signed up. You get access to a scanner that updates 4 times a second with the live news audio readouts, with the audio call outs for high a day, etc. $400 a year. Or $45 a month, but this is obviously the much better deal when you're ready to take your trading seriously. This is the best place to go get signed up. Once again, daytradingstrategies.net. If you like what I do, if you like the scanner, if you like the live streams, I implore you to at least go check it out. And hey, there is, by the way, I haven't even mentioned this yet. That's kind of what this big QR code is here next to me. There is a free version of this scanner. Now, look, you're not going to get all the bells and whistles. You're not going to get the moving now, the market replay, the squawk, the gauge, the filters, the news, but you still get the top 20 gainers today. You can still sort it by volume. You can still sort it by float. That's still for free? Like for free, that is still very, very powerful. And I don't want your credit card. There's no credit card required. So at least go head to the website right now. If you're not going to sign up, at least head to the website right now and go sign up, go get access to the free scanner and go bookmark that page and always be looking at that whenever you're trading. All right, y'all. Thank you. Once again, 10 of you have signed up to the scanner during this live stream. I appreciate you all. I appreciate anybody else who will sign up after I go off. I appreciate all of you just for being here. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I will not have any new content this weekend. I'm not going to be in my office, but we'll be back live on Monday morning. Once again, 1 hour before market open. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're already subscribed, make sure that little bell icon is clicked next to the subscription button. Just scroll down real quick and take a look. That way you get notified when I go live. That way you don't miss any of these live streams. All right, y'all. Hey, Green Fridays and enjoy your weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday. Lobo. Wait, something else halted. QUCY? Oh, wait. Oh my. QUCY came out of its unhalt and halted right again. Wow. QUCY. You guys have fun watching and or trading QUCY, whatever you decide to do. Keep an eye on the scanner, obviously. It'll let you know what you need to know of the all the halt information going on. A lot of stocks halting right now. Pretty crazy stuff. Anyway, I gotta go. My wife's gonna be mad at me. Y'all enjoy, have a good weekend, and peace.